There's something about fear that many of us don't like to talk about. Fear is, here's the craziest thing about fear. One or two things happen. Either fear is a very taboo topic and subject to talk about, or for many people, fear is all that they know. And fear is in all that they do. And we're not honest enough. If I'll be honest with you, we're not honest enough about this thing. We're not honest enough about fear. We're not honest enough about how we feel. We're not honest enough about what we fear. We're not honest enough about why we fear. And so when you're not honest about this thing, it will cause you to make decisions, cause you to do things that doesn't even make sense. It's not even rational. It's not even wise. But to you, it's the only option you have simply because of the grip of fear. Now, why am I saying this? Because whether you are in ministry or you are in business or you are in trying to pursue a relationship, no matter what endeavor you may have or what aspiration you may have, fear is present. Fear is there majority of the time. And if I be honest with you, fear is the most consistent thing about trying something new. To be honest, fear is one of the most consistent things about trying something new. Why is this crazy? Because it shows you. It lets you know fear is a real thing. Can you just go ahead and acknowledge that feeling fear just shows that you're human. It shows that you're human. Many of us are afraid to forgive. Many of us are afraid to apologize. Many of us are afraid to try. Many of us are afraid to believe. Many of us are afraid to do. We have all these different things that we are afraid of. We're afraid of getting stuck, but we're also afraid of going the wrong way. So what does this really look like now? What do I do with fear when I'm afraid and I have fear on both hands? Both sides I see fear. Whether I do or don't do, it comes with risk. If I stay or go, it comes with risk. If I go after it or if I stay stuck, it comes with risk. And fear is on every hand. What am I supposed to do with it? Let me ask you this question to all of you that are on here, and I'm looking at my laptop because for some reason my phone is not showing me the comments or anything. I see you coming in, so blessings to all of you that are coming in. But I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a serious question. Here's my question for you. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Just go ahead and just be honest. Just go ahead and put it in the comment section. Let me know yes or no. Are you afraid? I didn't ask you, are you afraid to fail? I didn't ask you, are you afraid to succeed? I'm not asking you what you're afraid of. I'm just asking a simple question. Are you afraid? Are you currently carrying fear? Huh? Are you afraid? Are you currently carrying fear? Let me ask this question. Let me ask it this way. All right, you ready? Let me ask it this way. Has fear stopped you in any way, in any area in your life? Has fear delayed you in any area? Has fear caused you to come to a halt in any area of your life? That is what we call the grip of fear. That is what we call the grip of fear. Because people don't recognize that the grip of fear is so strong that it may touch one person, but it doesn't just grab one person. One person feels it the most and they lead out with it. And now fear goes to everybody that person is connected to. What are you saying? That fear can grip a whole nation by touching one person. Okay, let me say it again. Fear can grip a whole nation by touching one person. What are you talking about? One person can fail. One person actually experienced it. One person actually felt it. One person actually went through it. But because of their story, because of what they did, because of their fear, because of how great the fear is now upon them, now it is trickling down to people under them, to people around them, to people by them. Why? Because now their story is becoming a horror story, because now it's showing how strong fear is, and now that fear that other people have never experienced become a fear that they will never try or try to overcome, simply because of how they heard it went with someone else. Imagine that even you right now, there's some business endeavors, there's some ministry opportunities, there's some life things that you want to do, but you're not doing simply because you've been gripped by fear. Ain't that crazy? You're not being stopped by a situation. Can you consider that? Can you consider that the greatest enemy in your life is not your situation, it's not your finances, it's not the lack of supporters, it's not even your haters, it's how you handle fear. That's the biggest thing. The way that you handle, or in other words, mishandle fear, is what's causing you to miss it. That's what's causing you to fail. That's what's causing you to be frustrated with the results or the lack of results that you've been looking for. It's because of the grip of fear. But I pray that today you will overcome that too. I pray today you will excel and exceed beyond fear. I pray so. Now, why is this important? Why is this imperative? Because how many of us are frustrated with God, frustrated with God's timing, frustrated with God's way, and the holdup is not even God? Can you just put that in the comments and say, God is not my holdup? God is not my holdup. God's not your holdup. I'm telling you now, God's not your holdup. People are not your problems. Come on now. Do you not know? I want you to hear me clearly. Most successful people today had to overcome fear. They had to overcome fear, and they also had to overcome frustration. They had to overcome the what ifs, the what about this, what about that, the what if it doesn't work, what if it doesn't go right, what if it doesn't show up, what if it doesn't go through. They had to overcome that. Most successful people that you look up to right now are people who started with nothing or went through a season of nothing. They had to overcome nothing. They created something. They built something out of nothing. Yet, you're looking at your situation saying you don't have enough. What if the problem is not the fact that you don't have enough, but rather it's the fact that you already have too much? I've recognized in my 10 years of ministry and in business, I've recognized that typically people who feel like they got it are the ones who miss out on the next level that's waiting on them. The people who feel like where they are is a place they cannot stay are those who are usually determined to make it to the next level. But there's a lot of us, you're too satisfied. And you keep saying, but I ain't got enough. All right. Well, get stripped down to nothing then. If what you have is not enough, then go down to nothing and build something, if that's what it takes. If you don't have enough in order to live the life that you want to live, hear me clearly. I'm going to say it again. Watch what I'm telling you. If you do not have enough to live the life that you want to live the life that you saw in a vision, to live the life you saw in a dream, to live the life you heard in a prophecy, then that means that what you currently have is simply a seed to sow into the life and in the manifestation of the life that you were called to live. What are you saying? If what I have is not enough, then it is the motivation to go after the manifestation of what I was called to have. Am I helping anybody so far? Just let me know. Am I helping you? Because I find it amazingly heartbreaking that so many people want something, but they're not willing to do what it takes in order to get it. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Can you answer that question? Can you answer the question? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing? Are you willing to do what it takes in order to live the life that you are called to live? Are you willing to do what it takes in order for you to live in the manifestation of that dream, of that vision, of that plan, of that blueprint, of that New Year's resolution? Are you willing to do what it takes? How many people start off the year with having a New Year's resolution? Oh, this is going to be my year. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to gain weight. I'm going to get more friends. I'm going to take more trips. I'm going to take more vacations. I'm going to get married this year. You have all these plans, all these New Year's resolutions, all these goals. Yet, as you get into the year, number one, you forget. Number two, you regret. Number three, you retreat. Number four, you just throw it all away. Number five, you're so fearful of saying what you did not do that you act like you never said it. That way you don't have to keep on holding the regret over yourself. But what if remembering what you did not finish was not supposed to bring regret as much as it was supposed to bring a regroup or a regrouping? Remembering, I'm going to say it again. What if remembering and looking at what we did not complete was not designed or supposed to bring regret as much as it was supposed to bring a regrouping? What are you saying? What if I'm supposed to look at what I said I was going to do but did not complete, and I regrouped myself with the original plan, the original idea, the original vision? What if I just go back and regroup myself to figure out, okay, this is what I said, this is what I saw, but this is what I did. And these are the results of all of this. So since what I said and what I saw does not add up with what I did, I need to regroup. It's not about regretting. It's about regrouping. Not just so that you can start over, but so that you can start again. I don't know if you're hearing what I'm saying. What is the difference? I don't have to start over if I can start again with the new level of wisdom that I just gained from my last failure. Starting over from ground zero doesn't feel good, doesn't sound good. I know, I understand. I get it. But what if you don't really have to start over? It's a real question at all. It really doesn't. So, what am I telling you? Number one, some of you really need to regroup. It's not about the fact that you can't, it's not the fact that you won't become what God's called you to be. It's not the fact that that lifestyle that you want to live ain't for you. It's not that. It's not that it's not even the fact that it's out of reach. It's not even the fact that it's impossible. You just need to regroup. Just regroup. Some of you need a coach. Some of you need a coach. You need somebody who can coach you through it. And I don't mean just somebody who's a good friend to you, and since they're a good friend, they have your best interests at heart, and since they got your best interests at heart, they know you and they want you to succeed, and because they want y'all to succeed together so you can be rich besties and all. No, not none of that. You need somebody who don't care about your feelings, but they care more about your future. You need somebody who's going to look at you dead in your eye and tell you, hey, I hear you, I understand you, but this is what you committed to. You need that. You need somebody who's going to tell you the truth about you and say, hey, there's nothing wrong with the method. There's nothing wrong with the message. It's everything wrong with the way and your intentions of how you're going about it, because you're doing it the wrong way and you need to regroup. And continuously putting and pushing and knocking your head against the brick does not make the brick any softer. You got to understand that. Hit your head all you want to. But hitting your head on the ground does not make the ground any softer. Hitting your head on the wall does not make the wall any softer. That's the truth. You need a coach. You need prayer. Yes, you need prayer too. Some of you need strong prayer. Let me not do you like that. Some of us need strong prayer. Some of us need real strong prayer. But not only do we need strong prayer, we need practical steps in order to overcome fear. If I be honest with you, if I be very, 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 very honest with you, you know what? Just let me know in the comments. Can I be brutally honest with you? Can I really be brutally honest with you about this right now? Can I really be brutally honest? Because there's a truth that I've discovered. There's a truth that I've discovered. And that truth is this. Some of you are not being attacked by the enemy. You just don't plan well. There, I said it. I said it. Some of you, the only reason why you're afraid is because you don't know how to plan well. The only reason why you don't succeed is because you didn't even plan to succeed. You planned to try, but you never planned to succeed. I don't know if you're hearing what I'm saying to you. Some people, you never planned to succeed, which is why you end up failing. You never planned to win, which is why you tried and then you gave up when it wasn't yielding what you wanted. Because you didn't plan for it. You just planned to try, to see where it would take you, to see where it would get you. That's a dangerous place. You need to plan to succeed. There's an old saying that says, failure to plan is a plan to fail. If I don't plan to succeed, I'll be stuck at saying, I tried, or I'm trying. I tried, but how long are you going to stay there? How long are you willing to live the rest of your life in a place that you hate? How long are you willing to live the rest of your life or even die in a place of saying, I'm trying? when there's so much more for you? Listen, I've been coaching people. And I asked them this one question. Ready for this? This is one question I asked them. I asked them when I coached them. I'm coaching them regarding business and things of nature. I asked them. I say, hey, what are your prices? And they'd be like, you know, I don't know. And you know what's funny? That question of asking, what are your prices? 9 times out of 10 comes after the question I've already asked them, which is this. Are you ready to, and do you really want to do this full time? Like all the way? They're like, yeah, no, I'm serious. This is really what I want. If I could just go ahead and do this now, man, I'll be all in. Okay, beautiful. And I ask the question, what are your prices? I don't know. And so I asked them, I was like, so are you sure that you're ready to really do this full time, all the way? And then the next answer is now, I guess not. Why? Because you didn't even plan to succeed. Because you're not even prepared for a conversation. You're prepared and you're planning to try to see where it takes you, to see where you'll go with it, to see what it can become. I hope you're hearing what I'm telling you now. How many of us you know that you're not ready and you didn't plan to succeed when the hard questions scare you off or scare you away? Whenever the hard questions start to seem like they are an enemy against you, you have not planned to succeed. I hope I'm not boring you. So if you're still here, put in the comments and say, I'm still here. I'm getting it. I'm trying to watch my laptop so I can see some comments coming in because it's not showing me any comments or anything on my phone. So I'm looking at both. If you're still here, put in the comments, say, I'm still here. Now, when this happens, here's the scary part about this. Let me explain this to you, and I want to help you. The scariest part about this situation is that oftentimes, whenever somebody's trying to do something or wants to do something, there's a question that will be asked. That question is, and you've even asked that question to somebody else, somebody may have asked it to you, you may even ask it to yourself. That was this question. Okay, well, what's the plan if this doesn't work? Or in other words, what's the plan if this fails? Have you ever asked that question or been asked that question? Let me ask you, come on, talk to me. Have you ever asked a question or been asked a question? What is the plan if this does not work? Let me know. And they're asking this in a way of trying to help you keep your options open, because they don't want you to be heartbroken if it does not work out the way that you want it to, because they're also afraid of the what ifs. But why is the question, What will happen if this don't work? What will you do if you don't succeed? What will you do if you fail? Why is that more of a common question than what is the plan when this works? What is the what is going to happen when this takes off? Why is that not a common question? Oh, because people are closer in relation to failure than to success. What we fail to realize is this. The reason why we ask that question is because majority of us believe that it's easier to fail than it is to succeed. I'm going to say it again. We often believe it's easier to fail than it is to succeed. When that's not always the truth. If you feel like it's easier to fail than to succeed, then failure will be your portion and will be the first thing that you see. It'll be your first visitor, your first supporter, your first knock on the door. It'll be your wake-up call, your wake-up kiss, your breakfast. It'll be your breakfast date, your lunch, your dinner date, all that type of stuff. You'll eat failure for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack in between. You will do all that because you just believe that you have a greater access and a greater chance of accessing failure than you do of accessing success. That's a wild place to be. That's a very wild place to be. But what if success was not as far or hard as you thought it was? What if? Can you at least put that in the comments and say, what if? What if failure was only so close because I thought that was my only option? That's what I've been used to. So I've literally had more conversations about failure than about success. So, what he's saying? Now I have to change my perspective and my way of thinking regarding it, so that way I won't allow myself to be caught up in it any longer. That's how that works. That's how that works. If you begin to change your mindset, then that grip of fear that's been holding you back, it won't be able to hold you any longer. It won't be able to keep you down any longer. You won't be able to keep having the same conversations if you're no longer under the rule of fear. You can overrule it. I want you to put this in the comments and declare this by faith and say, I overrule fear. I overrule fear. What does that mean? That means I have dominion over fear. Some of you are afraid for the wrong reasons. You're fearful for the wrong reasons. What's the wrong reason? Because you believe that it's easier for you to fail than for God to cause you to succeed. What are you saying? You believe that it's easier for the devil to cause you to fail than you believe that it's easier for God to cause you to succeed. I'm going to say it one more time. You believe it's easier and it's more possible for the devil to cause you to fail than you believe that God will cause you to succeed. That's a scary place to be. Because now your faith is more in what the devil can or cannot do and what he will stop than what God has already said about you. But I pray your mindset changes today. I pray your mindset changes today. Because I'm asked again, why do we believe that it's easier to fail than to succeed? We believe it's easier to fail than to succeed because we believe in the power of the enemy more than we believe in the power of God. It's that simple. If you believed in the power of God like you're supposed to and start operating and applying what He's told us and what He's given us, you wouldn't be so worried. You wouldn't be so afraid. And you would no longer be under the grip, under the hand, under the rule of fear. That's how that works. So I'll tell you this much. If you really want to overrule fear, if you really want to make sure that fear is overthrown and that you do not live under the hand and under the grip of fear ever again, yes, pray, of course. Prayer is the number one thing. But I want you to do something practical as well, because I want you to understand that it's a practical thing that you need to do. And it's something very simple. My book that I just came out with, that I just released, called The Narrow Way, is helping hundreds of people, currently helping hundreds of people overcome fear, overcome being stagnant, overcoming being stuck. It's getting people unstuck in areas in their life, in their business, in their ministry, even for those who are aspiring to be in ministry, aspiring to be in business, but you don't know where to start. Those who are creatives and feel like, man, I've been having this creative block for a long time, or you feel like, man, I have all these ideas, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put in place. Get the book now. I'm telling you, this is the book for you. Listen, you should look at the link here on this live stream. Click that link. Click that link on the live stream. It will allow you to make sure that you can get the book. Why? Because when you get it, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see how much it's working. People on this live who've already got it, they was talking about it on yesterday. We were talking about the book, and people have been getting it, and it's been changing. I mean, it's from small steps to big steps to leaps. I'm telling you, do this not just to support me, not just to support what I'm doing and what I'm building, but do it because you're investing in yourself. If you really want to get out of the grip of fear, start now. This is not one of those books that you just get and you just read and then it tells you how you can, but you never beat. No, it's going to have you walk step by step, going in the right direction this time to be what God's called you to be what you saw in your vision, your dream, that idea. It's literally taking people and it's going to change people's currency, change people's bank accounts, change people's finances. Why? Because it's taking them from just thinking in order to cause their ideas to become accomplishments. That's where you need to be. If you're tired of being under the hand of fear, if you're tired of hearing things but not seeing it, you're tired of seeing it in a vision but not seeing it in reality, you're tired of all these different things going on, I'm telling you now, it's not a waste of money, it's not a waste of time. The only way that you can waste your time and waste your money is if you do not invest in yourself now. Hear me clearly. If I didn't believe it, and if I didn't see the works of it, if I didn't see the transformation, I would not be pushing it and I would not have released it. I promise you. I worked on this book for over a year to make sure that everything was right, everything was ready to go where people can use it correctly. I'm telling you, this is a book you need to get. Don't delay. Get your copy today. Get your copy right now and invest in yourself. Invest the time. Because again, people can come on this live all day long talking about, yeah, you know what, I'm tired of fear. Okay, well, do something about it. This is the something that you're supposed to be doing. This is that thing that will help you to see change, to live in change, to get closer to that place you want to be in life. So I'm gonna ask you again, are you ready to live free from the grip of fear? Answer me in the comment section. Let me know, yes or no. Are you ready? Are you ready to do what it takes in order to make sure you no longer live under the grip of fear? If you want to keep living with seeing other people succeed and you're mad, then my God, I understand. I'm trying to live saved and live holy, and you're blessing them, but you ain't blessing me. If I'll be honest with you, it's not just about living saved and living holy. Some people are actually thriving in what you're not because they have principles that they're living according to. They're following a model. They're following things that is causing them to be blessed in their endeavors. But you say you're a believer, and you're still complaining. So now God has given us a blueprint that will help us to not complain about not having, but now we can actually see it. So I'm asking the simple question. Are you ready to live free from the grip of fear? Are you ready to take this next step to say that fear is not going to hold me any longer? Fear will not destroy my life. It will not destroy my momentum. Let me know. Yes or no? It's a simple question, simple answer. Yes or no? If you're ready, you gotta. I can't make you be ready. I can't make you take the next step. I can't make you take the next leap. It's a leap of faith. Sure, yeah, it's a leap of faith. But I'm telling you, once you do it, the only thing you'll be mad about is that you waited so long. So I'm telling you now that it's your time. But the opportunity is up to you. Whether you take it or not, it's up to you. Whether you walk in this thing or not, it's up to you. That's all it is. That's all it is. It is up to you. So you just need to make sure that you're not just saying, I'm ready to. Like, I want another prophecy. I don't want another prophecy. Not one I can't use anyway. I don't need hands laid on me anymore. I need strategy. I need strategy. I need steps. I need practical steps. I need a model. I need stuff that I can use now. If any of you have ever said that before, or if you're currently saying that, this is for you. God heard you. I'm telling you now, God heard you. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss your opportunity. Get it. Let's get it done. I want to partner with you to make sure that you can get it done. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you live in what God has said about you. It's your time. If you know it's your time, I want you to put it in the comments. It's the last thing, believe it. But I want you to put in the comments, say, it's my time. It's my time.